What is the most insane bank robbery you've ever heard of? This one will blow your mind. In 2016, a young man named Sam was working as a computer programmer in Bulgaria. He was a brilliant coder and could easily find loopholes in any system, but he wasn't famous or rich. In fact, he lived with his mom in a small apartment. Sam had always been fascinated by the inner workings of the global banking system. He would spend hours online trying to find a way to get just $100. You see, in Sam's mind, if he could successfully hack into the world's biggest banks, then there was no reason he couldn't become the world's greatest hacker. But first, he needed money, and a lot of it. Sam spent months searching for a vulnerability in the system until finally he found it. It was a tiny software glitch in the online banking system that allowed him to transfer money from one bank to another without any security checks. Sam knew this could be his big chance, but there was one problem. To make this work, he would need access to several high-level bank accounts. That's when he started creating fake identities. Using his knowledge of programming, he created multiple fake passports, driver's licenses, and even credit reports. Then he set up a complex network of computers and servers that would allow him to carry out his plan. On September 2016, Sam carried out his plan and managed to steal $79 million from the central banks of Latvia, Estonia, and Lithuania. He transferred all the money to an account in his name. At first, the banks didn't notice anything unusual because Sam had chosen to move money between banks in different countries. This gave him enough time to disappear before anyone noticed. He withdrew large amounts of cash from ATMs and bought expensive cars and clothes. He also invested some of the money in cryptocurrency, and within a few months, he became a millionaire. But his luck didn't last forever. Soon the banks realized what had happened, and they contacted the authorities. Sam was arrested and charged with the largest cyber heist in history. But when the police searched his apartment, they couldn't believe what they saw. He had left behind a note that said, "I just wanted to show you how easy it was." The police were shocked. They had never seen anything like this before. They couldn't understand how someone could be so brilliant and yet so unknown. As it turned out, Sam was more than just a brilliant hacker. He was also a social engineer. While creating fake identities, he also built a fake life for himself. He used his technical skills to forge documents, create fake social media profiles, and even buy expensive cars and clothes. He had created a perfect cover for himself, and that's what made him so dangerous. The trial of Sam was one of the most highly publicized cases in history. People from all over the world were watching to see how it would end. Some people were rooting for him because they admired his skill and intelligence. Others were outraged because he had stolen a huge amount of money. In the end, Sam was convicted and sentenced to 7 years in prison. Now, here's the thing. When Sam was arrested, he was living in a small apartment with his mother. He didn't have much money, and he wasn't famous. But after his arrest, everything changed. People started to take notice of him, and soon he was being interviewed by major news outlets. Sam became a celebrity hacker, and he was invited to speak at conferences and events all over the world. In fact, things got so crazy that Sam was offered a job by one of the biggest banks in the world. You're probably wondering why. Well, you see, when Sam was arrested, the bank he had robbed were furious. They didn't want to admit that they had been hacked, and they wanted to find out how it happened. So they hired Sam to find the security loopholes in their system, and that's when they realized that they had made a big mistake. Sam was able to find more vulnerabilities in their system, and he was paid millions of dollars for it. After his release from prison, Sam became one of the most sought-after hackers in the world. He was hired by governments and corporations to help them find security loopholes and protect against cyber attacks. Today, Sam is a billionaire, and he lives in a luxurious mansion. He has everything he ever wanted, but he never forgot the hard times he went through. And that's why he spends a lot of his time giving back to the community and helping others learn about cybersecurity. Thank you for watching.